10 out of 10 colognes for you gentlemen. These are excellent in the scent profile. They are just mind-blowingly good. So this is a list of my favorites. I'm going to go from my least favorite to my top. So let's start with an oldie but a goodie, 1 Million from Paco Rabanne. This is the original and it is still amazing. Just smelling it, it's rich, it's vanilla, it's got tons of cinnamon, it's super attractive, it's extremely strong. You can even smell it like outdoors for meters away from you. It's an amazingly projecting fragrance, and to me this is still 10 out of 10 cologne because you can get it also for such a great price. Everything about this cologne is just excellent. The only thing why it's at the end of this list is because it's worn by a lot of people. That is the only downside of it, but it might be worn by a lot of people where I live but not where you live, so it's still on this list. Still super attractive cologne. Next up we've got, oh my gosh, this cologne is just mind-blowingly good. If you've got Lush in your country, try Lord of Misrule. I had a tiny little bottle that was all gone, so we got the big one. This is such a great cologne. It's a super bad boy energy. It's like this guy that you like is really interesting, that always has like this like crazy ideas and you really want to spend time with him. That's this impression that this cologne is giving me. It's got loads of patchouli, which is super like candy like, alive, just energetic. It's just like Loki from the Marvel universe. This is what this fragrance is, and the quality is there. I just really dislike the spray of this one. I wish they fixed it, but the fragrance itself is it's really amazing. Next up, it has to be Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. This cologne I love and women love. This has got just magic in it. It's one of the best sellers and for a very good reason. I'll always recommend it to any guy I meet. If somebody is like new to colognes, if they have never owned like a proper great 10 out of 10 cologne, this is a staple. Every guy needs it. It's so versatile, it's super attractive, and women just swoon over it. It's so good. And the Eau de Parfum is my favorite, although I've done a comparison between Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum and Parfum, so you can watch it. I'll pop it in the card there. Oh my gosh, next, 10 out of 10 cologne. This has been my love like for years. I remember going to a counter and just falling in love with this cologne, writing down notes about it. This is how this cologne will make somebody obsessed with you. This is the best creed cologne, and it's not Aventus. It is Royal Oud. This is class in a bottle. It's the best creed. It's just not loved enough. It just smells like vetiver, spiciness. It smells like this guy who's got tons of money living in London. And guys, like, do me a favor and try it. Even if you can't buy a full bottle, try it. I'll link Split Scent down in the description below because they've got literally any cologne you can think of. I wish we had this in the UK because they've got like anything, and all the new colognes that are coming in, like all the new niche colognes, they have them like that. They always have them super fast, and you can get yourself a small sample, a bigger sample. They just offer everything, so I'll link them down below and try this one. You'll thank me later. This is 10 out of 10. Next up, we've got my lovely Prada Luna Rosa Black. This is a mysterious, introverted guy wearing all black at a like party. You're going to a housewarming party and you see this guy in the back of the room and he's kind of like observing everybody. He's super handsome. He's wearing like all black. You're just like, oh, there's something about him, and you just want to get to know him. This is very sensual, quiet but still strong fragrance. It's a bit Play-Doh-y vanilla and then a lovely mintiness on the top, which makes it a bit cool, it's very warm because of the vanilla, but it's still cool, you know. such a sexy ass cologne. Next, we've got a fragrance, 10 out of 10 fragrance that might be for those of you that really want something that none of your workmates have, none of your friends have. You just want to be that guy that smells like nobody else and you want to keep it a secret. This is a 10 out of 10 cologne. It's from Jeroboam and it's called Ambra. This just makes me speechless every time. This is the extrait de parfum. So it's, although it's a tiny bottle, so this is like the only bottle they offer, it's full of perfume oil. Like you can tell that my arm is now soaked in like oil, super high quality. And this is amber that is dark and rich, but still in the opening it actually has got a bit of blueness, you know, like a blue cologne. That is why there's something so special about this, because there's this freshness but still this like really mysterious depth and sex appeal in this cologne. Really amazing one. And they also have it on split scent, and it's kind of hard to get overall, like especially in the US. So grab yourself a sample and see what you think. But this, yeah, it is just mind-blowingly good. Whew. Now we're getting better and better, but all of these are just absolutely mind-blowing. One on this list that had to be on it is YSL La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Toilette. It just kills it. It's 10 out of 10. It will be 10 out of 10. Doesn't matter if they reformulate it 10 more times. If the scent profile still is the same, I'll buy it. I'll buy a backup bottle for my husband and another backup bottle. I adore it. Me as a woman, there's something about this, the freshness, the lavender in here. It's so calming. It's so just huggable and Netflix and chill. It's not a fragrance that screams. It's not a fragrance that does that. But you can really go to town on your sprays. You can apply 20, 40 sprays of this one and you will be smelled. But the magic of this is for like candlelit dinner, for Netflix and chill. This is the cologne you want to wear, not like a Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette. This is more of this like calming, a bit dialed down, quieter cologne that is super attractive and makes people just want to get close to you, okay? This is the magic of this one. La Nuit de l'Homme, it's definitely the nighttime cologne. Okay, now we're going to the number 3 on this list. So we're getting to the top. And guys, this fragrance is no joke. It's a 10 out of 10, absolutely kills it. De Los Santos by Byredo. I mean, I got it not so long ago and my husband has been obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. I smelt it. I got it straight away and I don't do that often. I'm somebody who, although I've got a huge fragrance collection, I don't just go around buying all sorts of colognes all the time. I have got loads of notes that I take and then I buy something for this channel, for the recommendations, or for myself. But this is absolutely no-brainer, amazing, attention grabber. Uniqueness is 10 out of 10. Performance is 10 out of 10. And you guys know Byredo sometimes has got issues in that department. That this one is amazing in terms of projection longevity. Smells woody, kind of medicinal, spicy. It's got sandalwood. It's so sexy, so strong. Just draws you in. It's hypnotic, it's magnetic, it's everything. Byredo De Los Santos. Another designer fragrance that I adore. This is so high on the list because it's a newer one and it truly is spectacular. This is 10 out of 10. It's super strong, it's slightly sweet, it's still fresh and blue at the same time and woody. It's high quality. You can't deny the attractiveness of this cologne. This is a compliment pulling fragrance. You guys tell me all the time that this is one of the most compliment pulling fragrances for you. And I get it. It's so good. It's trendy, but at the same time, it's classy and will stay around for ages. So good. And number 1, subscribe to know the number 1. No, subscribe because just you want to support me, or don't. Well, I would love you guys to subscribe, but what can I do? I don't have all the powers in the universe. The fragrance that is the number one, and it is 10 out of 10 because it's super unique. It's really attractive. Like, I go crazy for this one. It lasts a long time. The ingredients are there. It's super natural smelling. Like, there's no harshness in here. And not many people know about it. So that's why I love it. It's one of those gems that I kind of don't want to tell you guys about, but I will. It is a really hard to get Mizensir fragrance, Bois Iridescent. This fragrance, so good. I'm just a fan of the Mizensir fragrances, but this one, it's super fresh. It's kind of smells like French Riviera holiday. All the citruses you can imagine. And it's got this sporty freshness, like this guy just driving in a luxurious car without the roof and just taking in the scenery. It's so long lasting, doesn't project crazy. So if you want to project, then you have to apply a few sprays of it, like every now and then, but it's super long lasting. And has this like, I don't care about anything, like the world is my oyster vibe. Oh, this is just magic. Love you, Mizensir. I love you, Bois Iridescent. And if you're lucky enough to find it, because I believe it has to be an exclusive because it's not sold everywhere. Even where I was recently in Manchester, where they've got Mizensir fragrances and they didn't sell this. So it's a bit licoricey as well. Oh, it's so delicious and sexy. Love it. 10 out of 10. Let me know what is your 10 out of 10 cologne in your collection that you just like can't get enough of. It's mind-blowingly good. Let us know in the comments so also I can check out some of your suggestions and check out the colognes that you guys love so I can review them as well. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I'll see you next week. Bye.